The other game that we want to talk about this week, because we can't actually play it, is Tier 1, which is on Kickstarter, and it has several tiers. So I'm bloody confused.
I'm very confused.
Tier 1, we're finding this exciting. It's a first-person shooter. It's got a bunch of developers that were with Downpour when Onward was in its early stages.
Yeah.
So they're like on the ground level of Onward, and they've come over to this game.
I'm excited. Do you know what I'm excited by?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm excited by?
I have no
Do you
idea
know what
what
I'm
he's
excited by?
No.
Nothing really. There's VR mechanics in this. There's like you're breaching shit, you're climbing up stuff, you're climbing down stuff. There's lots of hand interaction happening. With Onward, you just had a tablet and you had a gun and a syringe maybe.
Yeah.
And then now they've added some extra shit, but it's kind of more of the same.
Yeah.
I am excited for these kinds of VR interactions to come to the actual gameplay.
There is one Onward thing that is coming from Onward directly to this game.
Yep.
And it's something that I've always been passionate about hearing updates on.
Yep.
And that is, Onward has always been telling us they're going to add being able to drag your team players when they're down.
Yeah.
And they never added it because it's not actually very fun to have a dead body that you have to drag.
No, that's right.
And this game, one of the little screenshots in the Kickstarter is, and you'll be able to drag dead bodies around.
Like, yay! I like that it's like one guy from Downpour that was pushing for it for years and has left Downpour and gone to this team.
He was fired from the team because
Stop bringing it up, Frank. No one's going to do it. We don't even want to drag bodies.
I'll join your development team if I can promise draggable corpses.
Yeah, totally. That's fucking hilarious.
Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're at 510 or something, and we're on our way to 1,000, and that's a really big achievement. We're super happy.
That's big. That's lots of stuff.
A trailer released a little while ago, and then the Kickstarter was announced last week. I went over to the Kickstarter. You had checked it out already, but you didn't notice. There's a whole bunch of gameplay vision.
I had no idea.
Now.
I thought they had not even released any gameplay footage, but I was wrong. It's there, and it's good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks very Onwardy. It's got a little bit of jank, but we're going to allow that because I'm guessing it's in pre-alpha at this point.
The only reason why there's jank is because they're recording footage of the game being played.
Yeah.
There's no movie magic happening to go, their legs... You can't see their legs, and he's a cinematic trailer. There's none of that.
This is not a corporate trailer where, like, you know, the original Rainbow Six Siege was completely made up, fabricated.
Yeah.
This is genuine gameplay, and it looks pretty solid. I'm excited for this.
I'm very excited. I as soon as you say the team that brought you Onward might not have Dante attached to it, but if it's got anyone from that team, I'm there. I'm ready to go.
Okay, all of this is in Australian dollars because I couldn't be bothered going to the US version of Kickstarter, but they're asking for $67,000 Australian, and they're currently at $29,500. So I think they're 40-something% of their way to their goal. So they're probably going to make the goal. They got 26 days to go as of time of recording.
Okay.
There's a bunch of tiers. The cheapest tier, I think, is like $4. It doesn't give you the game. Again, this is in Australian.
It's the participation award tier.
The participation award tier, yeah, exactly. So on the website, it's €20 for the tier that gets you the game in the beta program, so early access to the game, which is $34 Australian.
Okay.
I don't know what that is in US. I don't know. Google it. I guess I'll edit it in at some point.
That's right.
So the Kickstarter has a timeline for their pre-release, like their beta testing, and then the release of the game. So Q3 or Q4 of 2024, early access on Quest 2 and 3 will be released, so you'll be able to test the game. And then they're hoping for a full release Q3 or Q4 of 2025, so June through till Christmas of 2025.
Cool.
On Quest PSVR 2, the Pico and Steam, so PC VR as well.
Okay.
This game does say it has PvP modes and PvE game modes, but like I'm yet to play a VR game with PvE that sustains me for more than like half an hour before multiplayer.
Yeah. One of the main reasons why I'm so enthused by UEVR and ports of VR is because their AI is already top notch. I don't have to worry about an indie team making a PvP game and then, you know, making baby's first AI, you know, and having to deal with that. That can nail me from 200 miles away, but then if I'm like right behind it, it doesn't know that I'm there and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Looking at the gameplay trailer, it looks like a lot of the game is there, but it's very easy to mock these things up, so we don't really know where development is. But if they're saying Q3, Q4 for early access for Quest 2 and 3, it sounds like the game's not too far off.
Yeah. It's a couple of sleeps away, really, when you think about it, you know.
Yeah.